I guess it's not exactly. So if I'm here to give you guys a part two of Rambo, First Blood. So yeah, so based with this movie of the second movie of Rambo, which there's basically there's probably five films of Rambo, which I think they really are. And this is part two, based of the film, which I'm reviewing right now and stuff. And one thing I just want to mention is that I mean, seeing Rambo go on a mission, and getting himself out of jail, and asking for a pardon to basically from a higher ups to pardon him to go to a different country. I think it's over in Korea or Thailand. I'm not really so sure. I'm not really so sure. Where the general wants Rambo to go on a mission and to save POWs. Means I don't know what POW means. I think it means for veteran wars or something like that, or missing in action or something like that, or something like that, which I really do not know. Which I really do not know. I have heard of POW before. I just don't know what it means. Can somebody please tell me what POW really actually means? Because I really don't know really that much what it really actually means. I would appreciate that somebody can tell me that. But anyways, as I was saying, Rambo accepted a mission from this guy named Murloc. Murloc happens to be like a guy who does private missions or something like that or something. Maybe he's associated with the military, or maybe he's not really associated with the military or anything like that. Which I don't think he's really not and stuff like that. The one thing is that what really bothers me about this film about Murloc is that is basically he's the guy who is in charge to get Rambo the mission that he needs and stuff like that. And Murloc told Rambo not to engage the enemy, not to engage the enemy. But however, Rambo was given a mission to take pictures of the base. But the question is, why would Rambo want to take pictures of the base or anything like that, or where his base is going on? Because according to satellite images, satellite images, it shows that the camp where they're keeping the POWs at, they are not there. But however, according to the images and stuff that they see right there, they think that the base was empty. But guess what? It really was not. It really was not. That means the POWs was still held and captured for quite some time. And I know this is very kind of controversial because it really actually is. I don't know that much history about the POWs was basically held up in Korea or Thailand or something like that. I'm not really so sure because I think it has to do with something has to do with the Korea War because I think it was back in the 70s. I don't think it was not back in the 80s. I could be wrong. I'm not really so sure. I really am not so sure. But people were basically complaining about basically like why the government has not been able to go out there and save the rest of the guys that were missing. Now I assume there were probably like 12, maybe 15 people never got rescued or anything like that. They never got rescued or anything like that. But the question is, did they really all get saved? Basically, in the movie, there wasn't that really that much. I think there's like six, maybe 10 guys there. I think I'm not really so sure or anything like that because when Rambo got back, he was pretty upset. The colonel warned Morlock. It says when Rambo's going to come back, he may want your head. That means he may want your head. But let me just say this about Rambo. Rambo is the kind of guy you don't want to mess with because, like I said, from back to my other first review of the movie, is that the guy has PTSD. He does. He gone through a lot of wars. He gone through a lot of different things and stuff like that. Some people call him the immortal soldier, basically in the military. But we all know that Rambo is just basically is just a made up person, basically in the military, or I mean, basically in the movie. But I don't think there never was a person named John Rambo or anything like that because Rambo is just basically just Rambo. Rambo is just basically that kind of guy. He doesn't. It doesn't. I'm not saying because he doesn't even care or anything like that. But when you cross over that line like harm his friends or something like that, or whatever it maybe is that he takes that very personal, and he really does because Rambo is basically just the kind of guy who is trained, not trained as a mercenary, but trained as a elite soldier, basically in the military. That people that do rely on him, even though Rambo even said back in the first movie, he says, I can pilot a jet. I can pilot a helicopter. I can pilot a tank. I can do all these other different things. And yes, Rambo is correct. We've seen that basically in the second movie because he's be able to pilot a helicopter because he can do that. Military equipment that costs millions of dollars for the government, and the government has those kinds of things and stuff like that. But one thing I definitely do want to say is that Rambo is not really as a biased person. But when you tell Rambo something that he's supposed to do, and then come back, he was being lied to. That's the reason why he went after Murloc because Murloc was lying because he knew that there was POWs basically out there in that base. But the question is, why did Rambo not take the pictures? Because you know why? Because he saw the POWs there. His orders was to basically take the pictures and take the picture of the base, but even though Rambo pretty much ignored it, and you could just tell Rambo is very upset when he just went after Murdoch and says, "Mission accomplished." When he has his machete knife in his hand, big old knife. I mean, really big knife, really big knife, and just stabbed it down through the table. He, I don't think it was not meant to kill Murdoch. I don't think he really was. I don't think he really wasn't basically going to do that. But he was just basically just sending the message to Murdoch and say, "Hey, I know there's more men basically out there. I want you to go find them, or I'll go find you, or I'll go find you." But like I said before, Rambo is just basically just that kind of person. You don't want to mess with. You don't want to cross paths with and stuff like that, and basically stuff. Like I said before, he's an elite soldier. He really is. He's one of the finest men basically out there on the battlefield, and it basically really actually is. I love this movie. The second movie, but that was pretty much a lot better than the first movie. The first movie was just okay, was just okay because I didn't like the fact like how the police and some of the townspeople how they treated Rambo because they didn't treat him like he was an American soldier, but they treated him like some kind of drifter that came into the city because he posed a threat to the city because big hotshot Mr. Sergeant Sheriff or in the police station thinks he's a hotshot kind of guy. Doesn't like drifters being in the city because he thinks he's above the law than everybody else is and stuff like that. And basically, because what he did to Rambo was just wrong. Rambo didn't do anything. He didn't take first blood. He didn't do first blood. He didn't because it really wasn't his fault. He was just being mistreated and stuff like that. Now, one thing I want to talk about the second movie basically is that basically the second movie. I do believe there's this girl. I don't know her name or something like that, but I do believe that she was basically in another movie. I think she was in Sidekicks also as well too. I'm not 100% sure if she really was. I do believe that she really was because you could just tell by the expression on her face. She does look like she came from Sidekicks with uh, Chuck Norris basically in that movie. Basically in that movie, but even though she died basically in the second basically into the second movie, which was I'm not saying it's a waste or anything like that, but it was just really just sad because I mean like one thing about the romance is basically in the movie. I think the romance basically in the movie just only happened just for a short time, and then bam, then she ends up dying and stuff like that. That's something I really do not like about when it comes to this film or anything like that. But don't get me wrong, but the film is really actually good. It's a really good film. But I wanted to give this a 10 out of 10 because I think it's a really good worthy basis for a movie basis like this. Because Rambo movies are always just so beautiful and just so good. A lot of action and stuff like that. Basically that's what it basically feels to me. So yeah, I think it's a very good film. I think it really actually is not the best film, basically in my opinion, for as far as go the Rambo films. But I know there's a lot better ones. But I definitely do like the first one, the second one. But the first one, not really my favorite, but I do respect the aspects. It's basically how they did and stuff like that, and basically how they got Rambo on their nerve, got him on his side, on the wrong side of bed, not to make the man angry and stuff like that. And so yeah, tell me what you guys think about this movie. You guys think this was a good movie? You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? I'm really kind of curious what you got today. So anyways, as I know, it was us guys there. Take care. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit that notification bell as well too, so if you let me know you guys watching my videos. Please give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down, whatever you guys want to, if you guys want to. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have one day. Take care. God bless. Remember Jesus love you. I love you guys. Please safe. I remember stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.